Welcome to this explainer. Today we're tackling a universal struggle that I know we've all faced at some point. You know the exact feeling. You know precisely what you need to do, but somehow you just can't bring yourself to actually do it. It's that incredibly frustrating gap between intention and action. The goal is literally right in front of you, yet you're just completely frozen.
So why exactly do we delay important tasks? Think about those agonizing moments for a second. You genuinely want to sit down and study, or get to work, or finally launch that big project, but you hesitate. You feel the initial urge, but instead of moving forward, you freeze up. And in that tiny, fleeting window of hesitation, the moment just completely passes you by.
Well, here's the harsh reality. Instead of diving into the work we know we absolutely need to do, we actively look for a distraction. We pull out our phones, we scroll, we start overthinking every little detail of the task ahead of us, and just like that, the opportunity to take immediate action vanishes. We basically trade our long-term success for short-term, totally unproductive comfort.
But hey, there's a way out of this trap. And honestly, it all comes down to a single number: 5. Today we're exploring the definitive solution to this hesitation problem. It's a remarkably simple but incredibly powerful tool known as the 5-second rule. Here's the core of the countdown process. Whenever you feel the urge to do something important, you've got to act within 5 seconds. You just count backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Think of it like a mechanical interrupt switch for your brain. You don't wait for a better time. You definitely don't wait for motivation to magically appear. You just count, and you shift immediately into action mode. Because the absolute truth is, the very moment you hesitate, your brain starts working against you. It whispers familiar excuses like, just wait a little, or let's do it later. And once that delay starts, you lose all control. Action mode, on the other hand, is completely different. When you count backward from 5, you're actively interrupting that hesitation pattern. You stop the overthinking right in its tracks, force immediate physical movement, and take your control back.
Section: Your Step-by-Step Guide, How to Apply the Rule. We're going to transition now into a highly tactical playbook for actually using this countdown mechanism in your everyday life.
Okay, here's exactly how it works in practice. Step 1. You feel the urge to do an important task. That initial instinct, right there, is your trigger. Step 2. You count backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step 3. You move immediately. That final step is literally everything. It requires immediate physical movement. You don't pause, you just start the task right then and there.
Practical scenarios in action, putting the countdown to work. Let's see how this builds across a few highly relatable everyday scenarios.
Let's rapid fire through a couple of practical examples from our source material to really highlight the immediate cause and effect of the rule. Say you want to study. You feel that urge. You count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you physically open the book. Want to work out? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up. You're simply attaching the end of that countdown to a direct, undeniable physical action.
So the absolutely crucial point here is this. Want to start something important? 5, 4, 3, just begin. No matter what the task is, whether it's a massive project at work you've been dreading or just a tiny daily chore, the mechanism is the exact same. You just begin.
The power of acting faster, changing your life in 5 seconds. Let's pivot to the overarching philosophy of why this mechanical interrupt switch is so profoundly effective.
It forces action before hesitation. Now, I know it sounds almost too simple to be true, but it works precisely because it outsmarts your own brain. By acting within that tiny 5-second window, you are literally forcing action before those familiar excuses like, I'm too tired or I'll just do it tomorrow, can even fully formulate in your mind. You're beating your brain at its own game.
And this brings us to the ultimate takeaway from our source material. Your life changes in one way only, not by thinking more, but by acting faster. True success and real progress don't come from sitting around and endlessly overthinking your goals. They come entirely from breaking the pattern, cutting through the noise, and simply acting faster.
So, the next time you feel stuck, don't think, just use the rule. I want to leave you with this final empowering question. What will you start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Take control, interrupt the pattern,